friends, good morning and welcome once again to my series of introducing English poets to you. The poet that I have chosen for you today is Matthew Arnold, the great literary writer and critic. He was a Victorian poet and started writing poetry at a very young age. In fact, during his schooling years, he received many prizes for his poetry. He was made the Oxford Professor of Poetry in 1857 and remained there for 10 long years. His poetry is considered to be melancholic and meditative poetry, but his poems are really very beautiful to read. Friends, the poem that I have chosen for you today is his most famous poem, Dover Beach. I shall read out the poem to you first so that you know the basics of the poem and the nuance of it. Dover Beach. Dover Beach. The sea is calm tonight. The tide is full. The moon lies fair. Upon the straits on the French coast, the light gleams and is gone. The cliffs of England stand glimmering and vast, out in the tranquil bay. Come to the window, sweet is the night air. Only from the long line of spray, where the sea meets the moon-blanched sand, listen, you hear the grating roar of pebbles, which the waves draw back and fling. At their return, up the high strand, begin and cease, and then again begin, with tremulous cadence slow, and bring the eternal note of sadness in. Sophocles long ago heard it on the Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. We find also in the sound a thought, hearing it by this distant northern sea. The sea of faith was once too at the full, and round earth's shore lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled, and now I only hear its melancholy, long withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind, down the vast edges drear and naked shingles of the world. Ah, love, let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. And we are here, as on a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night. Thank you, friends. Friends, when Matthew Arnold was serving as a professor of poetry at Oxford, he started to write educational criticism also. And his poetry was wonderful poetry, which was written on theological lines too. In fact, his poetry is studied all over the world in courses of university. His critical essays too are known for their depth of knowledge and thought. Dover Beach, as you all know, portrays spiritually barren and materialistic modern life, which is devoid of faith in God. But in the past, people had great faith in the Lord, and his poems denote all this very well. In this poem, the poet wants to establish a wonderful relationship with his beloved so that he can recapture the simple faith and justice that both have for each other. In this poem, the poet describes the tranquil English Channel and also the French coast. He wants his wife to listen to the beautiful sound, rhythmic sound of the pebbles that are advancing and flung back on the shore again. In fact, the tide is full and the night is moonlit. The moonlight is reflected on the sea as well as on the French coast, and they look beautiful. The poet draws his wife's attention to the advancing and retreating pebbles and their sound, how this rhythmic movement brings in a note of sadness. The poet remembers the great Greek tragic writer Sophocles and how he remembered this on the Aegean Sea and how it brought to his mind the rise and fall of life. The poet compares this sea with religion. He says that once this sea, the sea of religion, was full, but slowly the people became skeptical. Now this faith, this religion has retreated. It is leaving the world barren and dry because this religious faith in people is declining. When the waves recede back and the shingles, the pebbles are left naked on the shore, they sprawl on the shore hideously and look so bad. The poet tells his beloved that the enchanting beauty of the moon is just an illusion. Actually, the world neither has joy, nor love, nor certitude, nor help for pain. Actually, it is not there at all. And it appears like two armies are clashing against each other in a dark night and do not know what they are really doing. Friends, Dover Beach really is a wonderful poem which depicts how two people need to have certitude and faith for each other. I hope you too have enjoyed the poem just like I have done. Thank you friends for watching this video. Thank you very much.